New tournament rules and Cybin lore catches us up on Aether Revolt. It's January 17th, I'm Jeremy Knoll, and this is Split Second. Did everyone have a good pre-release? What were some of your all-star cards? Aethersphere Harvester seems super good and limited. Anyway, the Monday after a pre-release is typically when the Magic Tournament Rules and Infraction Procedure Guide documents receive updates, and there are some very good changes after Aether Revolt. One of the biggest changes to come out of the updates affects what is known as pile shuffling, where a player creates several piles of cards out of their deck, then goes on to combine them together. This method has received a lot of criticism in the past due to the length of time it takes away from gameplay, and the MTR rules update after Kaladesh restricted players to only one pile shuff per randomization as a way of verifying the number of cards in their deck. The update that was released this week further restricts pile shuffling to just one time per game and only before the game. Just one less thing Patrick Sullivan can rage against in the booth, I guess. There was another update to the MTR that will be a benefit for anyone who always felt they needed a little more time to review their picks during drafts. In the past, players had 30-second time limit after the first pack to review their picks, and a 45-second time limit after pack 2. The new update doubles the amount of time to 60 seconds after pack 1 and 90 seconds after pack 2. This should help players in competitive events get a better handle on where their deck is and what they should be looking for in future packs. On the Magic Judges blog yesterday, Level 3 judge Toby Elliott went over some of the changes to the Infraction Procedure Guide. One of the biggest changes has to do with the penalty around players failing to sideboard between matches. Previously, if a player was found to have a sideboard card in their main deck during Game 1 of a match, they received a game loss and the match went on to Game 2. With the update, Elliott says, quote, "Now when players call you over in the middle of a game, having just drawn or scryed, or whatever else they did to discover the sideboarded card, that card ceases to exist. We remove any other sideboard cards from the deck, then shuffle any missing cards back into the random portion. The penalty becomes loss of that card." End quote. Elliott goes on to explain that if the sideboard card is discovered by an opponent, or if it's found during a deck check, or in most other situations where the card is discovered, the penalty will still be a game loss. To check out the full breakdown of the updates, head over to blogs.magicjudges.org. Yesterday, Cybin Lore posted a new video going over the story of Aether Revolt. Coming in at just under 9 minutes, the video sums up the story that has been laid out in the Magic story articles released so far, with card art to help connect cards to story actions. Check out the full video at youtube.com/CybinLore. Finally, if you didn't get quite enough Aether Revolt Limited from the pre-release, we've got you covered. You can join Ross Merriam and myself every day this week for a new episode of Mini Masters Versus, where we open up a pack of Aether Revolt and battle singleton games. Mini Masters or Pack Wars is a great way to use the prize packs from your pre-release winnings if you want to get a little bit more entertainment out of them than just opening them right away. You can check out the videos at StarCityGames.com. That's our show for today, January 17th. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with all the latest Magic news and strategy. I'm Jeremy Knoll, and this has been Split Second.